Good afternoon, everyone. I am as you can see, the acting team leader for parking. I've been in post for 2.5 months, so I'm fairly new to the post, but I've been with parking for the last 12 years, since 2005, in the senior parking officer capacity, so I know a fair bit about Dundee's parking just now. My team consists of 35 employees. We've got 18 enforcement staff who are out delivering every day in all inclement weathers like we have just now, with the sleet and snow today. They're all bitterly cold. We have strategically located car parks around the inner ring road, providing 5,000 parking spaces. They're all open 24/7, and we have 17 charging car parks in the city centre and 3 in Broughty Ferry. There are also approximately 530 on-street parking spaces available within the city centre. I must stress at this point, the cost of delivering the parking services is cost neutral for the residents of Dundee, and any profit that we make in our operation is reinvested in other transportation projects. We have 4 multi-storey car parks which all operate a pay-on-foot system for parking, and all of our on-street parking meters accept credit card payments as well as cash. All of our payment systems for parking are networked and provide real-time information, and that's delivered by 2 companies just now called Metric and Conjoint. We have also, as Gary mentioned, we provide fast and trickle charge EV points in all of our multi-storey car parks, and these are used every day, and they're constantly in use every day for all the EVs that are now emerging on the scene, particularly in Dundee. And it's not all Gary's vehicles that are parked there every day. Can we come on to the future for parking, because this is where you guys can help out. We're looking to, I'll give you a flavour of what we're actually going to be delivering in the coming months, coming years. We're about to implement a new residents parking scheme for a number of specified areas adjacent to the city centre. We've found that out with the CPZ, the controlled parking zone we have, a number of people will just park on the streets, so we're looking to extend that further across the city and out with the city centre. We're also looking to introduce a new online resident permit scheme to assist customers when applying for permits, because just now that's paper-based through an application form, V5 documentation and council tax proof, etc. We're also looking to introduce a sliding scale for parking for monthly tickets to encourage small businesses to take up the discounted rate for parking, particularly in our multi-storey car parks, where we can offer up to a 30% reduction. The newer stuff that we're looking at is to get a park assist system which uses cameras to identify if a car is parked in a car parking space, either on street or in a car park. And you can now get apps which will tell you there's a parking space in one of our main city centre streets, say Whitehall Crescent, for example, and people can quite easily find that parking space on their mobile phone. So it's all about mobile phone technologies, developing them and taking them forward. On the payment side, we're looking to introduce cashless wave and pay solutions, and these are set to not eliminate but supplement the need to carry cash or use the chip and pin facilities that we have in all our meters. Another biggie for us is we're looking to go into shared services with other local authorities. Across in Fife, we've got Angus, Perth and Kinross, and we have a meeting commencing this next month with the 3 authorities just to take us forward. For example, we maybe have greater clout in purchasing uniforms for all our parking staff at a vastly reduced price to what we're currently paying. It's just a good example of that. And finally, the Mill Lot 3, which has the £400,000 available. That's the highest pot, is Lot 3. You know, you're looking to tap into that for any other innovative ideas with parking, which you could possibly bring up to our attention, which we could take forward in the future. Thank you very much.
And I'm sorry to break it to you, Gary, but Kenny beat you there, so yeah. I think the interesting thing about parking is looking at it in terms of not just as a service, but clearly parking as a service is an important area of innovation, but also as an underpinning infrastructure that enables a number of these other innovative mobility products and services that we're hoping to prove in the city as a living laboratory.